on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramera Gonzales. Yung tatlong kwan mo, yung
Ang
three
ilis po.
is of transportation, education, enforcement, and engineering, di ba? Pwede ko dagdagan ng isang E. Pang fourth E. There should be 4 E's.
Ano po isa?
Isang E, emotional stability. Para walang gulo. Emotional stability.
Pwede po.
Para walang road rage.
Mr. Chairman, natanong na siguro yung lahat na dapat itanong sa kanila, pero siguro ang moral lesson dito lamig ng ulo, huwag tayong pabigla-bigla, lalo na kung may baril. It's not only maging mga pulis din, di ba? Minsan lalo kawawa ang sibilyan lalo na ngayon, maraming may baril din. Di pagka nagka-pormahan sa kalye, biglang bunutan na lang ng baril yan, di patayan tayo, nadamay na yung mga sibilyan na walang baril. So baka dumating tayo doon sa panahon na lahat ng mga baril natin na may lisensya ay makansela din. Kaya we should be careful. Anong moral lesson
Opo,
sa'yo?
Your Honor.
Anong moral lesson sa'yo, Willie?
Ano po, Your Honor, siguro yung dapat pinagpasensya ko na lang po yung ginawa sa akin at unang-una po, ayoko na po magbaril.
Ayan, very good. So ikaw ba, sa iyong pananaw, sa tingin mo ba dapat kang managot sa batas?
Opo, may kasalanan po ako nagawa po, inaamin ko po yun. Aminado po ako, Your Honor.
Well, siguro, yun nga. Moral lesson talaga, huwag tayong padalos-dalos, huwag tayong pikon sa lansangan, lalo na pag traffic. Ito yung magsilbing aral, katulad ng sinabi ni Senator Robin. No? Magsilbing aral sa lahat. Lalo na kung may baril ka, napakabilis damputin yung baril mo sa, kasi iputok no? Kasi, sabi sa Cavite, pagka binunot yung baril, pinuputok Butin lang, di mo pinutok, no? Sigurado. So, yun ang dapat na maging leksyon sa lahat. Na sana'y maging mahinahon, malamig ang ulo, lalo-lalo. Pag may tapik na gano'n, ilang 10 hinga lang yan. Katawarin ko na lang, di ba? Kaysa makulong ka.
Tama po kayo, Your Honor. Tama po kayo.
Huwag ka na sumagot, baka matagdagan pa yung kaso mo. Sige. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Bong Revilla. Yung the best anger management is deep breathing. Tatlong deep breathing, wala na. Tapos yung galit mo, wala na. Hindi mo na nababatukan dapat yun. Imbis na bumaba ka sa kotse kagad, nandun ka, standby ka sa kotse. After ng tatlo, wala na. Hindi ka na bababa. Bye-bye. Ganun ka na. But anyway, Senator, Attorney Victor Llamas, Juan Victor Llamas, you want to say something, sir? From DLG?
Magandang hapon po sa inyo,
Yes po.
Senator Batos, Senator Robin Hood,
Have
Senator
the floor.
Villa. Maraming salamat po dito pa sa pagkakataong ito. Nagkaroon po tayo ng ganitong hearing para maliwanagan po yung mga pangyayari po. No? Una rin po, gusto ko rin pasalamatan yung PNP dahil po sa kanilang aksyon na pagsampa ng kaso. Bagamat nung una ho ay ayaw magreklamo, mag-file ng complaint. Pero ganun pa man dahil po sa direktiba rin po ng aming departamento, kailangan ho magsampa ng kaso para ipakita rin po natin sa PNP na talaga pinoproteksyonan natin ng publiko. Kaya ginawa rin po yun maganda rin po ang ginawa po ng ating kapulisan po doon. At tungkol po naman po doon sa mga firearms, ayan po ipag-aaralan po lahat po ng departamento, ng PNP, re-revisitahin po natin yung ating pong rules po tungkol po doon sa gun ownership po. Maraming salamat po.
Narinig mo man lahat, di ba? Yung mga sinasabi kanina. Siguro kung meron kayong magandang proposal, this committee is willing to accept all your proposal at pag-aralan namin dito. Before kita entertain, Ma'am Bia Dolores, meron na pahabol na question sa FEO.
Yes, sir.
May tanong dito, yung panahon daw na yun, nakasukbit yung baril ni Willie Gonzales, Mr. Willie Gonzales, dito sa kanyang tagiliran. Is that allowed by our firearms law na kung ikaw ay PTC4 holder, pwede mong ilagay yung baril mo dito? Or saan ba dapat nakalagay yan? Based on the law at saka based on the IRR na pinalabas ninyo.
Sir, dapat concealed.
When you say concealed, hindi makita.
Yes, sir.
O concealed mo din yan. O, hindi makita.
Sir, hindi sir, nakitang nakasukbit sir
Hindi, kaya nga,
Ang hindi,
granting hindi niya. Ang tanong dito is, hindi concealed or hindi, kundi saan dapat nakalagay ang baril sa isang legal gun holder?
sir, doon sa provision ng PTC4 sir, ang nakalagay doon sir is dapat nakalagay siya sa isang clutch bag.
Correct, clutch bag. At Mr. Willie Gonzales, bakit, for that matter, you violated the gun law. yung baril mo? Bakit dito mo dito nakasukbit, hindi sa gun bag?
Your Honor, pagka kasi pauwi ako, nasa bag ko po ang baril ko. Since marami rin po akong death threats, galing po dahil po doon sa mga pinagdaanan kong pinagtistiguan ko sa Congress, nilalagay ko po yan sa tabi ko, sa may handbrake po. Nung mangyari po yung insidente, lumabas po ako, hinawakan ko agad yung sinukbit ko po. Kasalanan ko po. At that time, nung makunan po ako, nakasukbit na po sa akin.
Okay, you admit na mali yung isinukbit mo yung baril mo. Dapat
Yes, sir.
ang baril mo nasa clutch bag,
Yes, Your
concealed,
Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Concealed po.
secured
Yes, Your
sa
Honor.
loob ng sasakyan.
Yes, Your
Dapat
Honor.
dito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Para clear tayo sa lahat ng mga gun holders ngayon na nakikinig sa atin na yung PTC4, permit to carry firearms outside of residence, that does not authorize you to sokbitize your firearms in your dito sa gilid, di ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ilagay dito.
Opo, Your Honor.
Hindi yan dapat nakalagay sa loob ng clutch bag. Klaro?
Klaro po, Your Honor.
Klaro yan, ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
I-remind nyo lahat ng mga binigyan nyo ng PTC4 na ganun palagi.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Kasi
In fact,
alam mo, to their benefit rin yan eh. Kasi kung available kagad yung arma sa kanila, madali nilang, pag nagkakaroon ng road rage, madali nilang mabunot at madali nilang makasa. Just like what happened to him. Pero kung ito yung naka-secured, kukunin pa niya sa ilalim ng upuan, i-open pa niya yung clutch bag, kukunin pa niya, baka by that time, nakapag-isip-isip na siya. O kaya, nahimas-masan siya, bumaba na yung anger niya. Kaya hindi na niya nagagamit yung armas. Di ba? Yan ang purpose niyan eh. Bakit yan ilalagay?
yes, tama po yan, Your Honor. In fact, yung provision of carrying and owning a firearm is clearly stated doon sa likod ng LTAP, saka doon sa firearm license natin, and doon sa PTC4 na kinukuha natin. Nakalagay po doon lahat yung provision ko, ano yung dapat natin gawin at hindi natin dapat gawin, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, I'm Dr. Cyrus Gomari, a DOST Balik scientist. I was practicing as a sustainable mobility planner in Germany for the last 8 years, and I came back last year. And I'm so glad to be here to have this opportunity to express my views on this matter. First of all, thanks again, Mr. Chair, and the senators who supported this session so the public can voice their opinion and support the cyclists actually in all of this mess that has happened over the last week or two. So I just want to mention that before I go into and summarize my position paper, I'm not going to read the entire thing. I mean, it was repetitively mentioned earlier that nothing is definite. It was all allegedly, perhaps, that something happened. That we were trying to figure out whether everything started nung tinapa ni Mr. Banjola yung kotse. Pero one thing I think that hasn't really been pointed out, and I don't want to just directly address it to Mr. Gonzales, but in general, the cars are essentially heavy machinery. If you have heavy machinery, that's why you have a license, right? And baka pwede isama yun sa road rage bill. For instance, na pag wineponize ang sasakyan, dapat may punishment na yun. Kung meron kang intent to use your car as a weapon to endanger cyclists or pedestrians. Actually, mas malala pa yun sa pedestrians eh. To be honest, I mean, I love walking. I walk everywhere. So nakita ko yun firsthand. And the sad thing is many people actually don't know their rights with regards to that. So I think that's one aspect that we could actually include in the road rage bill, for instance. But yeah, but overall, this is a very unfortunate instance that we all come together to discuss road safety and transportation planning, better transportation planning, to support cycling, to support walking. Sobrang ganda nga nung Senate Bill 1290 na in-author ni Senator Cayetano for walkable and bikeable communities. Hopefully, ma-push natin yun. Pero for us to be able to actually implement those things that we have legislated, dapat pag-usapan din natin yun, how can we actually implement those? I mean, obviously, we can write a very nice bill, very nice policy, and say, yeah, a protected bike lane obviously is a solution para hindi tayo mapunta sa gantong situation na both parties, I mean, no, neither of the party actually likes this, right? So what we're pushing for, yung position namin is, how can we avoid such a scenario, right? Because prevention, in the field of medical sciences, they always say that prevention is better than cure, right? And in this case, sa mga kalsada natin, pwede rin natin gawin yun. I mean, obviously, I think it was mentioned quite a few times na we acknowledge that there's not space anymore, and we've legislated that yung mga new roads natin, lalagyan natin ng mga protected lanes. But actually, the spaces we have right now, yung mga roads na meron tayo sa Metro Manila, we can actually reallocate spaces there. Today, we have the technology na sobrang bilis natin kaya mag-provide ng evidence kung bakit kunwari kailangan pwede tayo maglagay ng full protected bike lane sa EDSA, hindi yung kalahati lang na I mean we have to think about it as binanggit ni Bea kanina. If we have bad design on our streets, bakit natin i-expect na maganda yung behavior ng tao, right? If it's bad design, probably ang ibig sabihin, ang daming conflict sa kalsada natin. So, ang nangyari, pinapass on natin yung responsibility for everyone on the streets to figure out what they should do. But if we have implementing rules and regulations para yung mga isulat natin sa mga bills natin about safe pathways, then it will be we can create infrastructure that is safe for everyone. Na para next time hindi na mangyari to. And the other point I want to make is in my last year and a half so far working with LGUs around Metro Manila, Pasig, Taguig, Quezon City as well a bit, ang napansin ko beyond mga progressive cities natin, itong mga progressive cities natin kasi gumawa na sila ng mga transport planning offices. Ang mga transport planning offices, sila yung nakakapag-identify ng root causes ng problem. Like this one, like the root cause really is yung conflict in design. Kaya nangyari yun, kasi hindi segregated yun. Kung segregated yun, most likely hindi papasok si Mr. Gonzales dun sa bike lane, and most likely hindi magigit-gitan si Mr. Banjola. So what I want to call for action is dapat ma-institutionalize natin yung transport planning offices sa lahat ng LGUs, especially if we take note of the fact that more than 60-70% ng roads natin nasa jurisdiction ng mga LGUs actually. I mean, we can pass this on to DOTR, to MMDA, pero ilan lang ba yung mga streets na may jurisdiction sila and may magagawa sila. So if we can institutionalize these transport planning offices, dun pa lang sa simula kung saan nag-start yung trip mo, if you're using a bike, you're taking public transport, or nagkokotse ka, safe na siya for everyone. Wala tayong conflict points, and yeah, that's it. And yun, I just want to reiterate, like today, we actually have a lot, I mean, I come from the transportation sciences, there's a lot of technology para i-support na mag-provide tayo ng evidence kung bakit kailangan natin gawin yung mga exclusive bus lanes, for instance, yung mga BRT, yung mga exclusive bike lanes, bakit kailangan malawak yung sidewalks natin, and all of that. Today, it's much easier than it was ever before. And hopefully, this is not the end of changes we want to see, but this is actually a start for what we want to have on our streets, safer streets in the future, not just for us, but also for the kids, our kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but all of your children as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. I think.
So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Let me read my prepared closing statement. Una sa lahat, I would like to emphasize the point I raised with Mr. Banjola earlier. What we are dealing with here goes beyond our sense of personal gain and protection. In the conduct of this hearing, as with every hearing, our goal is always for the greater good. This is why when I look at Mr. Banjola, I do not see only him. I see him as the representative of every other cyclist who will ever find themselves in the same situation. Sa parehong paraan, si Mr. Willie Gonzales din ay kumakatawan sa lahat ng Pilipinong na pagkalooban ng PTC-4 or permit to carry firearms outside of residence. Paano na lang kung sa susunod na pagkakataon, hindi na makakapigil ang may hawak ng baril? Paano kung walang CCTV? In the face of these questions and concerns, your Senate is taking responsibility to do what must be done. Since roads are intended for everyone's use, it is but natural and incumbent upon us to craft laws and policies that adequately address everyone's concerns in relation to road usage. Taking off from the valuable input of our advocacy groups, let us transform our road environment into one that is friendly and safe for all. Magkaroon tayo ng global na pananaw sa pagtugon sa ating problema sa traffic. A global perspective means that we look at the traffic problem holistically, taking into account the individual users, the pedestrians, the cyclists, including even the environment as well as the economy. Nais ko magpapasalamat sa inyong lahat sa pagdalo sa hearing na ito. Lalong-lalo na kay Mr. Alan Banjola, dahil sa likod ng lahat ng abala at takot na nararamdaman mo sa loob nitong mga nagdaang linggo, pinili mo pa rin pumunta at ibahagi ang inyong testimonya. Salamat din kay Mr. Wilfredo Gonzales dahil hindi man nagkakatugma ang lahat ng detalye, malaking bagay na rin na andito po kayo kaya kahit na kayo ay may karamdaman. I also wish to thank all the government agencies, the private well-meaning citizens, as well as our various road safety advocacy groups for heeding the invitation of this committee to shed light on this incident. With your help, we can ensure that our roads are safer and can be equitably shared, not just by the privileged few, but by all. So with that, again, nagpapasalamat po sa inyong lahat, sa inyong presensya. Thank you. The PNP, General Torre, General Atty. Fortun, Earl Banjula, Alan Banjula, sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po, General Lucas. The hearing is hereby adjourned.